السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد. Welcome to Quranic Arabic Academy, lesson number 20. In the last lesson, we have learned some isms. They do not accept tanween or kasra. Normally, when the ism is in halatul jar, it will have a kasra. For these isms, because they don't accept kasra, instead they will have fatha, and they are called غير منصرف. But when these isms have alif lam, they will accept kasra. We've learned some categories. If any of the isms comes from these categories, they will be غير منصرف. Number one, name of most prophets, غير منصرف. Number two, names of most female, غير منصرف. Names of male that ends in ta marbuta. Names of male that ends in alif and nun. Another category is non-Arabic names. Another category is colors. Another category is most cities and countries. They are all غير منصرف. Today's lesson will look at the حروف, some of the حروفs. In the beginning, we've learned a word which is kalima. Kalima is three types: ism, fa'il, and harf. We talked about ism. We talked about fa'il. There's two types of fa'il. One is al-fa'il al-madi. Number two, al-fa'il al-mudari. Al-fa'il al-madi, we've learned. And we went through each and every sigha and forms of fa'il al-madi. To make these sigas, we need to have the people we are talking about in our mind. Means we must have third person in our mind, we must have second person, and we must have first person. And we just add those damirs to the fa'il to make the 14 forms of al-fa'il al-madi. We went through all types of fa'il in terms of the letters coming in the middle, letters coming at the end. For example, when waw comes in the middle, when alif comes in the middle, when waw or ya comes at the end, how to conjugate these types of fa'ils we went through. And then we went through those double the letters, the last letter of fa'il and the middle letter of a fa'il, when they are the same. We went through all of them. So if there's alif in the middle of a fa'il, it's called ajwaf. And if the alif is at the end, it's called naqis. And when there is a double the letter, it's called muda'af. We went through all these fa'ils, especially the fa'il qala, which is a ajwaf fa'il, and the fa'il kana. So these two fa'ils conjugate the same way. The number 3 of the kalima is harf. Harf is particles some words that connects its meaning with isms or fi'l. Some of the harf we just touched a little bit. For example, when we want to make al-fi'l al-madi negative, we use the harf ma to negate the fi'l. And we've learned qad. Qad is also a harf to make fi'l madi strong, emphatic. We used another harf which is lam ta'kid, comes on the qad, laqad, to make fi'l madi more stronger. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at one of the most important group of harf. They are called حروف الجر. حروف الجر. The name says everything. Jar means halatul jar. In halatul jar, the ism will show its i'rab with kasra for the wahid isms and for the jama mukassar isms. For muthanna and jama mudhakkar salim, we know they show their i'rab with alif and nun or ya and nun. So again, one of the very important and very famous topic today is huruful jar. Normally, in English we call them prepositions. Prepositions. Pre means before, position where these word huruf comes. So these huruf comes before an ism. The huruful jar puts the ism after it into halatul jar. Into halatul jar. So let's go through these hurufs. But before going to the lesson, we have this huruf in our mind. We're going to learn the most huruful jar occurs in the Quran, starting with the letter ba with the kasra, so it will be B. Number 2, the letter ta with the fatha, it will be ta. Number 3, wow. In the video, I was going to say something in the video, I don't know how effective it will be. People comes to the lessons by looking at the title. Today is huruful jar. Oh, we know this is easy. We know huruful jar. I don't need to attend the class. I know. Well, only how many people in the class you can see. I'm just doing for people who will be watching the videos on YouTube later on. Okay. So, ba, ta, wow. Ba with the kasra, B, ta with the fatha, wow with the fatha. And then next is kaf with the fatha. And next is lam with the kasra, li. So these are the one letter harful jar. Ba, ta, wow, kaf, lam. Ba with the kasra, B, ta with the fatha, ta, wow with the fatha, wa, kaf with the fatha, ka, lam with the kasra, li. And then we have two letter harful jar. Number one is min Number 2, عن. Number 3, في. The mean, عن, في. We'll learn the meaning once we start the lesson. So 2-letter word, حرف الجر, mean, عن, في. Mean, عن, في. 3-letter حرف الجر, only 3. So على, إلى, حتى. على, إلى, حتى. So these are the total 9 of them. حرف الجر occurs in the Quran. So those of us we know these حروف الجر, mashallah. Those of us we don't know, this is the time to learn them, memorize them. So 1 letter حرف الجر, ba, ta, waw, kaf, lam. Ba, ta, waw, kaf, lam. Or if you want to go the alphabetically order, so ba, ta, then lam comes, then kaf, then waw comes at the end. So ba, ta, waw, no, ba, ta, lam, kaf, waw. Ba, ta, kaf, lam, waw. Or if you want to follow the way we've written, ba, ta, waw, kaf, lam. Ba, ta, waw, kaf, lam. I know we are busy, we don't have time to do our homework, but let's try to learn in the class as much as possible. So that's why I'm taking some time to repeat these words. Ba, ta, kaf, waw, lam. Or ba, ta, waw, kaf, lam. 2-letter word, 3 again. Min, an, fi. Min, an, fi. Min, an, fi. 3-letter word, إلى, على, حتى. وعلى, إلى, حتى. على, إلى, حتى. Most of us we know min means from. Min, from. An means about. Fi means in. Ala means on. Ila means to. And hatta means until. So these are the حروف الجر we'll be talking about. And we'll be giving some examples to show their i'rab, the wahid isms, the muthanna isms in halatul jar, and jama mudhakkar salim in halatul jar, and jama muannas salim in halatul jar, and jama mukassar in halatul jar. And the lesson before yesterday, or the lesson two lesson before, we did mudaf ilayh. So mudaf ilayh also in halatul jar. We talked about muthanna and jama mudhakkar salim and muannas salim in that lesson. So today's lesson will be exactly the same, because the ism will be in halatul jar after harful jar. Okay, let's see what we have in the lesson today. حروف الجر, prepositions. Not preposition in English is very wide. In English, we have so many words. I was searching for preposition in English. Sometimes you'll get 100 list of prepositions. Sometimes you'll get 150 list of prepositions. In English, even the word under, over, okay, besides, these all comes under preposition. But in Arabic, under, the word under, which is tahta, does not come in حروف الجر. The word over or above, like فوق, does not come in حروف الجر. They have their own groups. But because most حروف الجر comes under prepositions, that's why we call them prepositions. Okay, a preposition is a word used to link nouns or pronouns to other words within a sentence. So other words means either we link to an ism or to a fail. In Arabic, there are some huruf which comes before noun or a pronoun and puts them in halatul jar. Puts them in halatul jar. Make a sentence here. They are called huruful jar. There are 17 huruful jar altogether. These are the common ones. Otherwise, some grammarian, they take more further. Some say they are 30. Some say they are 50. But 17 is the most grammarian, they say they are 17. Hereunder are the most used in the Quran. So we're just going to learn the huruful jar, 9 of them. So on the right hand side, I have all huruful jar. In the middle, their meaning, and on the left, examples. Huruful jar, number 1 is B, means with or in, like bil qalami. So with the qalam, the harful jar ba is used. So that's why the qalam is in halatul jar with the kasra bil qalami. Bismi, ism, ba harful jar, mi is the jar with the kasra. And this is becoming mudaf, lafz Allah, mudaf ilay. Bismillahi, in the name of Allah. Bismi rabbika, bi nasrillahi. All these are mudaf and mudaf ilay construction. Number 2, ta. This is used to take an oath. Allahi, only with the word Allah. Ta is used only with the word Allah. Allahi, by Allah, I swear by Allah. Waw is also for an oath. But waw can be used with any ism. Washamsi, wal-qamari, wal-nahari, was-samai, by the sun, by the moon, by the day, by the sky. Number 1, 2, 3. Number 4, ka means like or as, similar. Kal-qamari, like the moon. Kal-jibali, jabalun, jama, jibalun. كالأنعام, like the an'am, sometimes translated cattle, sometimes translated animal. كالحمار, حمار, donkey, like donkey or as donkey. Next, li, again this is another famous harful jar, gives the meaning for, to have, to own something. Lillahi, for Allah, belongs to Allah. Liwaladin, libasharin, the word bashar, mankind, human, bashar. Lirajulin, okay, you know this, the haraka of kasra is there. We only can see one, but tanween is there for the letter when it comes, those letters that comes under the line, like dal, dal stays on the line. Ra comes under the line. Lam comes under the line. The font I'm using doesn't show kasratain for some of the letters. Remember the kasratain is there. Others, because there's no alif lam, so why there's only one kasra. It is not one kasra, it is two, but the one is just hidden, I don't know. Li rajulin, let's try it. Yeah, this is one kasra. This is two kasra. You can see a tiny bit over here. Okay. So remember, when there is no alif lam, and if he's showing one kasra, it means two kasras. One is not showing. Lil awladi. I don't know if you do remember this. This is li, which is the lam harful jar, li. And what is this lam? Why is this lam sukun? Why this lam sukun? That means there must be this alif there. Al-awlad. Al-awlad. I don't know if we talked about this. I think we did talk about the alif of alif lam is called hamza, isn't it? So when there is nothing before it, we have to put fatha on the alif, which becomes hamza. Now we pronounce al-awladu. So normally we don't put haraka on the alif, but if there's something before it, this alif is called hamzatul wasl with the swad. Hamzatul wasl, to join. So this, the letter before it will join this lam. So we'll say lil awladi. Li harf jar, lil awladi. But when lam comes, the harful jar lam comes with alif lam, because this alif is not pronounced, because this alif is silent. Okay, we cannot write a capital lam at the beginning of a word. Okay? Arabic starts with lowercase letter. Arabic never starts with a capital letter. We need to join this to this. Yeah? But now again, alif, it doesn't look, in writing, it doesn't look good. What they do, Because this alif is Hamzatul Wasl, which is a silent alif, they also, in writing, they make it completely silent. It becomes Lil Awladi. So next time we see this lam having sukun, we will know it is alif lam. To make awlad definite. Okay. Same thing here. للرجال. رجل جمع رجال. للرجال. Okay, these were the one letter حروف الجر. Two letter حروف الجر. من, from or of. من البيت. So the next ism can be معرفة, definite, or nakira, indefinite. It doesn't matter. So min will give or put the next ism in halatul jar. Another thing, if you've noticed here, the original is min, but again we have another sakin after it. So two sakins cannot come together. Two sakins doesn't come together. I think we did learn this rule, that if we need to put haraka on a sukun, so when do we need to put haraka on sukun letter? When there's two letters coming together. The first sukun letter we put haraka. Normally the rule is we put kasra. Thing we talked about in Fi'l al-Madi, in the muannas ghaib siga fa'alat. If we bring a definite ism after fa'alat, al-bintu. Fa'alat al-bintu. Again, we having two sukuns together. The first letter, which is sakin letter, must have a haraka. We can read or join the next letter. Then we said we put kasra. The normal rule is put kasra on the first sakin letter. But for this min, for min, it will have a fatha. Min al-bayti, min al-masjidi, min al-sama'i. From the house, from the masjid, mosque, and from the sky. Next one, an, from, about, or of. An Anasin, in hadith narration, when a muhaddith is quoting the hadith, he will say an, and he will mention his teacher's name. That teacher heard from his teacher's name. All the way go to Sahabi Anas. In hadith chain, we'll find this. An Anasin, from Anas, or narrated by Anas. An Abi Hurayrata, narrated from Abu Huraira, or Abu Huraira narrated. Next, an dhikrillahi. If you take an away, the phrase is dhikrullahi. Dhikru mudaf, lafz Allah mudaf ilayh. When an comes, the word dhikr will take the place of halatul jar. An dhikrillahi. Regarding the dhikr of Allah, about dhikr of Allah, or from dhikr of Allah, according to the context. Then fi, another strong or famous harful jar, in في المسجد in the masjid في الكتاب inside the book وفي كتاب if is indefinite نكرة. Another one على on upon at على الكرسي on the chair على العرش on the throne. And then we have إلى to towards or till. إلى البيت to the house. إلى المسجد to the masjid. إلى الأرض to the earth, towards the earth. There's a famous ayah in Surah Al-Ghashiyah, أَفَلَا يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَى الْأَرْضِ. Don't they look towards the earth? Or don't they see, look toward the earth? كَيْفَ خُلِقَتْ, how it was created. Next, حَتَّى until. حَتَّى حِينٍ until the time. حِينٍ, this is منصرف, so it will accept كسرة. حَتَّى حِينٍ until time. حَتَّى مَطْلَعِ الْفَجْرِ, so if you take حَتَّى away, مَطْلَعُ, this ism doesn't have alif lam, but this ism have alif lam and is in halatul jar. Why? Oh, this must be mudaf ilay. Yes, and matla is mudaf. So matla'ul fajri, the dawn, when hatta comes, puts the matla in halatul jar. So matla'il fajri, until dawn. Okay, so these are the huruful jar we'll be using. We'll see in the Quran. Ba, ta, wa, ka, li. If you want to remember the letters, ba, ta, waw, kaf, lam. Ba, ta, waw, kaf, lam. Then min, an, fi. Min, an, fi. Then ala, ila, hatta. Ala, ila, hatta. So one letter harful jar, then two letters, there 1, 2, 3, and three letters, 1, 2, 3. If this way is easier to remember, use it. If not, you can make your own ideas how to remember things. Okay. Okay, I didn't see the message a long time ago. There's a screen. What do you mean? Don't you see? I think from my side is okay. Okay, so these were the examples of wahid and jama mukassar. We will see the physical kasra on the last letter. Jibal is jama mukassar. We see kasra. Okay. Now let's look at muthanna with the ba bil qalamaini. Original was qalamani with the alif and nun. Qalamani. That is in halatul rafa. In halatul nasab and jar with the ayni sound. Ya ma qabal fatha. Ya before the fatha nun kasra. Bil qalamaini. Bi rajulaini. with the lam لولدين لرجلين للولدين للرجلين. The mean من البيتين from two houses, من المسجدين from two masjids. Okay. Then في in في المسجدين في الكتابين في يومين. Some people are left because we know these. These are baby stuff. Okay. في على on upon على الملكين. This baby stuff. Why you keep going from one course to another course? على الملكين. إلى towards إلى الإمامين إلى الكعبين. So كعب is ankle. When Allah talks about wudu, says wash إلى الكعبين وأرجلكم إلى الكعبين, and wash your feet إلى الكعبين until the ankles. Remember, the original of wudu is to wash the feet. That's what the Quran says. Wash the feet. If we are at home, and obviously if it's not cold, it's better to wash the feet. Or unless you are wearing the leather socks. Okay, next let's go through Jama Mudhakkar Salim. Jama Mudhakkar Salim with the waw and noon una sound in Halat Rafa, and with the ya kasra noon fatha ina sound in Halatul Nasab and Jar. Because we're doing Halatul Jar, same thing, ina sound. With the lam lil muttaqeen, for the muttaqeen, for the pious people, God-fearing people. Lil mukaththibeen, mukaththibeen, those who deny, for those who deny. Lil musallina, for those who pray. Lil kafirina, for the non-believers. Min, the same thing, min al kafirina, min al zalimina, min al khasirina. Zalim, we know, the oppressor. Khasirina, the losers. Min al salihina, from the pious. Then anil alamina, so about the universe, alamin, the worlds. Anil mushrikina, about mushriks. Anil jahilina, about jahils, ignorance. Ala al-alamina, ala al-khashi'ina, devoted one. Ala al-kafirina, upon the kafirs, non-believers. Ila, towards, to. Ila al-hawariyina, ila al-hawariyina. So not all huruf al-jar are used with Jama Mudhakkar Salim. those ones are used. We have examples here. Next, some حروف الجر are used with pronouns. Pronouns. We've learned the pronouns. Those are in حالة الرفع, and those are in حالة النصب and جر. So we'll be using ضميرs in حالة الجر. Just remind ourselves that ضميرs are in حالة الرفع. They are independent ضميرs, which is called detached ضميرs. The ضميرs we're going to use with حروف الجر are the attached ضميرs. Means متصل, ضمير المتصل, and the حالة الرفع ضمير are منفصل. So let's go through them. هو, هما, هم, هي, هما, هن, أنت, أنتما, أنتم, أنت, أنتما, أنتن, أنا, نحن. Okay. So these ضميرs are used by themselves. You cannot attach any other words with these. If you want to attach any other words with it, like fail or ism, then we use the ضمير of حالة النصب and jar. If we use ضميرs with ism, it will be مضاف إليه, which is in حالة الجر. If we use ضمير attached with فعل, then it will be مفعول, and it will be in حالة النصب. Now, because we're going to use ضميرs with حروف الجر, the ضمير will be in place of حالة الجر. We'll be using the حالة الجر ضميرs. So let's take the حرف الجر با and just attach those ضميرs with it. So on the right hand side we have the persons غائب مخاطب متكلم. On the top we have واحد مثنى جمع, and over here we have the gender مذكر مؤنث. So به, بهما, بهم, بها, بهما, بهن, بك. The ka is like anta. The anta is used independently, and the ka is used with attached. The ka, because is حالة النصب and jar ضمير, so ka will be used with fail to make it مفعول, with ism to make it مضاف إليه, and with حرف الجر to make it jar, حالة الجر. So مخاطب مذكر, واحد is بك, means with you, بكما, بكم, مؤنث بكي, بكما, بكن. أنا متكلم بي, and متكلم جمع بنا. حروف الجر also comes with, ضمائر also comes with لام حرف الجر لي. The حرف لي, which is from the حروف الجر, is read with a فتحة when is attached to a ضمير. Right? Remember this. Normal حرف الجر is with the kasra, but when we use with ضميرs, the lam will have a فتحة. Let's go through them. Except for the singular first person يا متكلم, except for يا متكلم, which is read with lam kasra, like li. The word li can also be read as liya, You can put the fatha on the ya. As in the ayat, lakum dinukum waliya dini. Waliya din. Quickly, let's go through. So, lahu, lahuma, lahum. See, who is still there? Same. Because these are the jar, or halatul jar pronouns. Laha, lahuma, lahunna. Laka, see over there we saw the ka, over here we see the ka. Laka, lakuma, lakum. Laki, lakuma, lakunna. Li, or liya. Jama will be lana. Then fi, also with damir. Fihi, fihima, fihim. Fiha, fihima, fihinna. Fika, in you. Fikuma, fikum. Sometimes when we give dua, we say Barakallahu feek. Feek. This is it. Barakallahu feek. Means may Allah bless you. Muannas, fiki, fikuma, fikunna. Mutakallim, mudhakar muannas, fiya, and jama fina. Damir also used with harful jar min. Let's look at that now. Minhu, minhuma, minhum, minha, minhuma, minhunna. Minka, minkuma, minkum, minki, minkuma, minkunna, minni, and minna. So these are the damirs of halatul nasab and jar. Who, huma, hum. For muannas, third person ha, huma, hunna. Ka, huma, kum, ki, huma, kunna. The ye, ya mutakallim, and na, or jama. So it doesn't matter whatever harful jar you add, these will remain the same, the damir. Minhu, minhuma, minhum, minha, minhuma, minhunna, minka, minkuma, minkum, minki, minkuma, minkunna, minni, minna. An, anhu, anhuma, anhum, anha, anhuma, anhunna, anka, ankuma, ankum. You may be saying, stop reading. We know how to read. Why are you reading them? Move on. Okay, let's move on. So you read it. Okay. Ila as well. Okay. You read it. You learn them. Ala as well. Using harful jar. Okay, let's look at some of the examples in the Quran. سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده. See, this is the damir of halatul jar attached with ism abdun, servant, abdun. So abduhu, mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Harful jar B is used here. That's why this ism is in halatul jar. بعبده. سبحان الذي أسرى. أسرى is one of the fail to take someone in the night. If it's a fail, we need to look for a fa'il. Any ism min halatul rafa? No. So who is the fa'il? Any ism min halatul nasab? Laylan. Yes. So this is the maf'ul. Min al-masjid al-harami. Okay. Min al-masjid. This ism is used as ma'rifa with alif lam. Why is it kasra? Because of min. Al-harami. What about this ism? Okay, this ism is used as ma'rifa alif lam. But why is it kasra? Why is it kasra? We need to think. There's nothing before this al-haram to put this ism in kasra. We can say the word haram is one of the description ism. So this must be sifat. Yes, so sifat of what? Al-masjid. Whatever Arab al-masjid will have, al-haram will have this same Arab. إلى المسجد. Again, إلى المسجد حرف الجر. إلى المسجد الأقصى. أقصى means again descriptionism. So this is sifat. Al-masjid is mawsuf. In the background it is in halatul jar because masjid is in halatul jar. This one is halatul jar. This kind of ism which ends with alif maksura, obvious, will not show Arab with the kasra. But in the background it is in halatul jar. Subhana, glory be to him who took his servant in the night or at night from Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa. Okay, let's move on. ما جاءنا من بشير. No alif lam, so will be tanween at the end. ما جاءنا. Ma over here, جاء فعل. Ma is in the beginning of a sentence. If it is a فعل ماضي, it will give us the negative meaning. No. Okay. Min bashirin. Okay, one of the tip. If harful jar, especially min, if min comes with a nakira ism, indefinite ism, so this bashir is already indefinite, which is a nakira ism. If min comes with a nakira ism, min makes this ism more nakira. I don't know if you understand that. How can you make a indefinite ism more indefinite? What I mean to say is it will give the meaning of any. Okay, then we can translate any. Yeah. Over here, because it's ma negative, so you can say no Bashir came to us. No giving glad tiding person came to us. No warning or warner came to us. Bashir actually means Nadhir is the opposite, who warns, and Bashir, who gives good tidings, glad tidings. So no one that gives glad tidings came to us. Okay, next one. I'm sure you'll be able to translate this. وَدَخَلَ الْمَدِينَةَ. Okay, on your phone, can you quickly translate this? وَدَخَلَ الْمَدِينَةَ. Look for the fa'il. Do you see any ism in halatul rafa'? No. So let's go back to the file. Find the file. What siga is this? According to the siga, you find the file. Let's find the maf'ul. Yes, this ism is in halatul nasab. Maf'ul. Translate up to here at least. وَدَخَلَ الْمَدِينَةَ. على حين غفلة. على حين. Why this ism having only one kasra, and why this ism having two kasras? Because no alif lam, this must be mudaf ilay. على حين, this is mudaf. Why is the in kasra? Because of ala harf jar. على حين غفلة من أهلها. You may not know the transfer up to here, it's okay, but you can do up to here. What about this one? فوجد فيها رجلين. We're able to translate this one, yes. We just did حرف الجر with ضمير. في حرف الجر with the ضمير ها. So this ضمير, because it's muannas, it has to refer back to some ism. So let's find the ism is muannas. One ism we find غفلة in ghaflat, in heedless, unaware. So fi means in it, in unaware. Well, it doesn't make sense. So the ha does not refer to ghafla. What about al-madinata? Madinata is muannas. Yes, in it. So this ha comes all the way to al-Madinah. Yes, and he entered the city. على حين غفلة من أهلها, at the time when its people, at the time, على حين, at the time when its people are unaware. It's not unaware of his coming. Unaware means at the time of people resting. Normally in Middle East Arab countries, they rest the time of the afternoon time. That is the time when people are resting in their homes. That is the time he entered Medina, talking about Musa alayhi salam. And he entered the city at the time when its people were resting or unaware. فَوَجَدَ فِيهَا رَجُلَيْنِ. How many he found? Rajul. How many found? Then he found in it how many men? Rajulaini. Yes, can we make this into Jama Mudhakkar Salim? Rajulina. Can the word Rajul be made into Jama Mudhakkar Salim? No, it is a solid ism. A name of something. When it's a solid ism, we cannot make those into Jama Mudhakkar Salim. Jama Mudhakkar Salim is only description isms. In other words, those isms are made from fail. So Muslimun is made from a fail. Only those isms you can make Jama Mudhakkar Salim and Jama Muannas Salim. But those are solid isms, I mean it's not made from the fail. Obvious, you cannot make them in Jama Mudhakkar Salim. Next, هل من خالق غير الله من حرف الجر خالقين. Okay, so min is coming with nakira ism. Khaliq, nakira, no alif lam. It means min will make khaliq more nakira, means we can translate any. Hal is a question word. Is there any creator ghayrullah, other than Allah? The answer is no. Okay, a few of them. إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة. when it is called for salah, للصلاة من يوم الجمعة. Okay, I brought this ayah to show you one thing. Sometimes we can't literally translate what we learn. Min means from, min means about. We have to translate according to the English that makes sense. We're not going to say when it is called for Salah from Juma Day. From here doesn't make sense. So this min in the meaning of fi in Juma Day. Okay. Next, وَنَصَرْنَاهُ, the mutakallim jama mutakallim siga, and the na is the fa'il and the hu is the maf'ul. وَنَصَرْنَاهُ, and we helped him. Again, min al-qawmi, we helped him from people. Does that make sense? So over here this will be in the meaning of ala, against his people. And we helped him against the people, those who denied our signs. Although in Arabic, the حروف الجر used like this, but when we translate in English, we have to change a little bit. When we translate literally mean from, it will not make sense. Next, سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. حتى is one of the حرف الجر. مطلع الفجر, peace until. So here it is peace. سلام here. It is peace until dawn. Okay, so end of the lesson. So go through these حروف الجر, memorize them, and use them when you read the Quran. Look for them. We ask Allah to give us tawfiq. We ask Allah to protect us. We ask Allah to protect the people, those are suffering. Allah to forgive the Muslims, those are shaheed, passed away. And Allah to give sabr, jameel to the family. Allah make them strong. And what only we can make dua for them. Allahumma a'izz al-Islam wal-Muslimin. Read this dua all the time. Allahumma a'izz al-Islam wal-Muslimin. Or whatever help we can do for them, we do. Wherever they are, those are the ones, oppressed ones. Allah to protect all of us, even in here, in our own country. Allah to protect us, Allah to save us. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.